everybody. It's Friday, 21 of July 2023. You're welcome to Bright Standard at the newsstand. My name is Kufurula. I have with me our able viewers on standby, Mr. Kule, Mr. Chow, Mr. David, Mr. Lucky, and the rest who have been here. And also our online viewers, Madam Iyako, Madam Amechi, Machuku, Mr. Tunde, Mr. Kayode, Liga, Mr. Shehu, I greet you, Mr. Kati, I greet you, Mr. Mr. Everything right of you, I greet you. Welcome this morning. Kindly subscribe, like, and share our link below. Moving to the headline this morning, I have with me Daily Sun newspaper, Daily Trust newspaper, News Direct, and the Nation newspaper. Headlines from the Daily Sun newspaper. This is on All Progressive Council chair. Opposition mounts over consideration of Ganduje. Senate tells TCN to halt tender for electricity meters. Reps ask NERC not to approve tariff hike. Troops kill terrorists, bandits in ground air operations. Ex-NBA president asks lawyers, journalists, opposition to save Nigeria. Reps ask CBN to explain transactions on excess crude account. Adeleke names nephew Aregbe Shola's alley 19 holders as board chairs. Alia uncovers 2,500 ghost workers, non-existing school dead persons in Benue's payroll. NEC dumps Buhari's social investment register to consider salary increase. Court orders DSS to allow Kanu access to doctors and medical reports. I will do everything possible to secure lives, property of Rivers residents, Fubara says. The Nation newspaper. NEC OKAYS subsidy paying cash for poor workers, SMEs, and holders. Tinubu creates infrastructure support fund for states. Shareholders OK Nova's conversion to commercial banks. President leaves tributes for eminent writer Kole Omotosho. Dangote Cement buys back 41.2 billion naira shares. Daily Trust newspaper. Residents desert roads in states. Aviation fuel contamination raises air safety concerns. Reps reject planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude accounts. 11 APC governors visit Adamu, hot ex-chair to continue to support party. FASC shares 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion in external reserve. Kano Disco gets new owners as Kaduna faces license revocation. Iraq court starts with Sweden over Quran desecration. Kano CP leads raid on Dalahi, vows to deal with criminals. News Direct newspaper. Subsidy palliatives. NEC discards Buhari's National Social Register. Governor Makinde appoints special advisors, Internal Revenue Board chairs and others. 11 individuals in contention for $100,000 NLNG Literature Prize. NAF airstrikes eliminate 22 terrorists loyal to late Kingpin Abdul Karim. FIRS records 5.5 trillion naira revenue in 6 months. NNPCL UTM Inc. due for construction of first indigenous 1.5 MTPA LNG project. And that's all I have for my headlines this morning. I'll be having Mr. Kule now on the program.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kofo.
Good morning, sir. You're
Yeah, thank God
welcome.
it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
And good morning, the good viewers. Good morning, the great people there, the good people there. I greet every one of you. I greet Mr. Kennedy Egbo. I greet Justin Awe. I greet you, Sina. I greet you, Jane. I greet you, Obi Real. Mwachuku, all of you. I greet you all. Thank God
Okay.
it's Friday from
Uh,
your side.
all right. The headline this morning is due to the 617 per liter price of fuel, resident desert roads in states. What's your comment on this?
The such roads in most states, right?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
states.
you can see, even we can see from the where we are now, how many cars can you see on the road? How many people can you see on the road? It's more or less like sit at home. It's more or less like this policy, this, what's it called, subsidy removal without preparation for palliative has really, reduced the workforce of this country. So definitely we should expect that because a lot of people cannot even afford transport now to take them to their working place. So everybody now, most people now ended up working from home. And it's like your gagon will even tell you he's stranded. He cannot get petrol. He cannot afford the petrol to buy again. So you better sit at home and start doing any work you want to do. Thank God the world is a global village now. So we can all be at home and be working instead of spending, unnecessary money, that is even above the roof to be transporting yourself every time. And there must be quick solution. There must be quick solution to this problem on ground because every problem must have a solution. So I'm not going to be part of the people that will keep lamenting. This is the solution now we are looking at, right? Some people are just bent there to look for excuses to start, start the, what's it called, derogatory, statement, to start their propaganda statement all around. What we are facing now is the solution everybody should be looking at. And who are the people to provide the solution? Is the government in power under the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, under the Senate presidency of Godwin Akpabio, under the House of Rep presidency of what's it called, Abbas Moshood, or what's her name, or what's his name. All of them has to come together now, and the governors, the 36 state governor, because the poverty doesn't know that I'm from one state or the other. Poverty no color. Poverty no state. I'm from one region. Poverty no ethnic. So to me, all of them should come together and brainstorm. Look how they can nip the bud of this scarcity, so that everybody can can come back to the normal life we were before. So to me, is solution, and solution is just around the corner. And you could see what's it called, the allocation being shared by the FEC this time around has increased a lot. I think it's almost 900 billion or so.
907 billion.
Yeah, we've never seen. It's been a long time we saw that last. So there's enough money coming in now. Let that money spread that money round, especially to the needies. And who are the needies? The masses on the streets. They are really suffering. They are facing it. I've never seen a government that masses enjoy for long before. It's just a short term, enjoyment, and the suffering continues. Why can't we? And we homes, we are supposed to be in custody of this power, because we're supposed to be the master, and we are sending our servants. Who are the servants? They are our House of Rep, they are our governors, they are even our president is our servant, likewise. Because democracy is for we people. It's for the people. When you look at the definition of the democracy itself, you will know that it is the masses that are supposed to be in the custody of the democracy. But I don't just see how they turn things around and the masters turn to slave. And slave is just languishing in abject poverty on the streets. So it's not worthy what they're doing. They should retract their steps. What we need now is let all states provide palliative for their citizens. All states, right? Provide, avenue for palliative. We don't just stuck ourselves in one place and be expecting. Lagos is overcrowded. Let me just say it. Lagos is too crowded as it is. Let all states get things done in their different states so that you can replicate what is in Lagos. People don't need to come to Lagos. When your state is okay, you don't need to come to Lagos. I don't need to come to Lagos. If I go to Osho, I see normal infrastructure that I've been seeing in Lagos. I don't need. And I don't. I'm really sorry for Lucky this morning. I don't know whether he has some issues with some Benin, what's it called? Benin tormentors. So his phone is damaged seriously, and I think he's trying to reach out to Mr. Taiwo Odulade. So Mr. Taiwo, this guy phone is not in tune now. The Lucky phone is not in tune. If there's any way he can reach out to you, Mr. Taiwo, because he said you asked him to reach out to you. So he will do that. He will call his number for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Representative Richards planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude accounts. What's your comment on that?
Can you repeat back?
Also, Representative Richards planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude accounts.
Excess crude account.
Yeah.
That account needs to be probed because there are some rats. They are sneaking into that account and stealing. When you look at advent of the regime of Jonathan, a good man indeed, a good man, but this same cabal, this same church rats, this same what can I call them? Kleptomania, what's it called? Patients that they never see anything they steal. They nearly messed Jonathan up with that excess crude account, where money was just disappearing, and Sanusi now had to cry out that $20 billion was missing from excess crude account. And under Buhari too, same thing happened. Who are these people taking our money away from our excess crude account? Excess crude account is supposed to be an account that will save for the raining days, and which Kojo Wiala, who was seconded from the World Bank then, came under to serve under Jonathan too. He was just keep louding the message that let's save for the rainy days. Let's save for the rainy days. Where is the money they save? If you look at the excess crude account now, it's where you always have huge bogus amount of money there, maybe like $30 billion or $40 billion or $50 billion. But now look at what they have. I won't be surprised there won't be any money in that excess crude account again, because all these gorillas, all these monsters, they've penetrated that account and they've stolen it. Why is it that everything about this country leadership is stealing? Why? I don't understand. And I still take it up. Their problem is kleptomania. What you don't need, you are stealing. What you cannot spend, you are stealing. Till your generation cannot spend, finish, you are stealing it. Why? And the end thing is, anybody that is coming to power now, there must be psychiatric evaluation for their brain. You don't need to steal. What do you want to spend on earth? What do you want to spend? Is it not to feed yourself? To ride a just normal car? To stay in a normal house? What do you want to steal? What do you carry down to this heart? What are you taking back? You're not taking anything home. You're not taking anything. If you die, now only you. You start accumulating wealth. Vanity upon vanity. I don't know. The resources is enough. Is enough to go around to everybody, for everybody. Why some people? Why some callous people? Why some barbaric people? We just want to stand on, 250 million people Commonwealth. I don't understand. And look at the NEPA too. Look at all this power holding, what they call themselves. And I still have to blame our former president, but General Obasanjo, former ex-president Obasanjo. He was doling out license to people that are not well grounded on that electricity, on the power, that are not well grounded on power. Look at where we are today. How many years now they've changed NEPA to power holding? The power holding now is holding the power, living up to his name, holding power. You cannot enjoy power again. And I told you the two problems we have in this country is energy. You have energy and you take care of your petroleum industry. You take care of your petroleum in the industry and the power. The power, those two things, if those two things works out in this country, the masses don't need any government palliative. The masses don't need anything to even think of, say, you suffering or anything. Because you'll be able to create job yourself. You'll be able to, all this food stuff, there won't be any food increments, because the transport from moving food stuff from one location to the other, the transport will come down, definitely. And there will be, less price. The price of food items will come down. It's just a common sense. It's not a rocket science. It's a common sense thing. I don't know why we always find ourselves from one trouble to another, In the country of plenty, and we're suffering ourselves. In the country of plenty, I hope it's not a cause. One has to just look at that.
A comment from You Don't Know says, great submission, Mr. Kole. But do you think this current crop of politicians, including the president, have the real power to better the life of its citizens?
Yes, thank you for that question. What we are saying now, all of us, don't need to sit on top of the fence. We need to be talking. We need to be challenging them. They need to be challenged. When the 8,000 palliative for the poorest of the poor came out, people's voices were louder, and they listened to it. What did they do? They retrieved the policy back. Why? Are you not aware? We need to be speaking out. It's our government. We need to be speaking out. They are just the custody of the governance. It's we that owns the government. It's the government of the masses, for the masses, and by the masses, for the masses. So what are we now saying? We need to be speaking out. It's not just criticism alone. We come out and provide solutions for them. Because us, they are in that glass house. I don't know. They will always detach themselves from the citizen on the street. So some people will say, hey, now you vote. We voted them. Anytime we need to apply, or we need to contribute our own quota by advising them, by telling them the truth, we'll be doing that. Me, I'm not going to be a tribal or an ethnic or a party, tribal person. I'm not even a core party of APC. I'm just an independent party member. When you ask me where's my word today, I don't have any word, because I don't want to be slave to anybody, so that I can talk my mind out. You get what I'm saying? I'm loyal to APC, but I don't have any word that I can say this is my own word. The last place I voted was Ojodu there, where I stayed before I moved down there. So to me, it's the goodness of the country I want, because when the country is good, everybody will be okay. So, but if you keep ruling ourselves like this, there's no how a child you have been oppressing one day will not rise up. Say, Daddy, right. Daddy, enough is enough.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Somebody says, come. Somebody say, me and you are Tom and Jerry. They say we are Tom and Jerry, but we always back ourselves sometimes. Anyway, sometimes we make people laugh and understand people. We are one Nigeria. We don't fight. We always sometimes agree, disagree. Anyway, what he said. My name is Lucky Ayaguna. I do not be Lagos, and Kunle and everybody. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Ibibo, Isha, Edo, Uromi, everybody. Banke, Kogi, we are one. We drink the same water. But we fight, we disagree and agree. So thank you very much, my brother. What is happening this morning?
Yeah, since the increase in fuel price to 617 per litre, residents the start roads in the state. What's your comment?
Kunle just said it now. I think it's time now for all of us to come out and start at least shouting. Because you know why? They say when I was my mother's womb and my daddy, When I came out, my daddy used to say, "Be better tomorrow. Be better tomorrow." Now I'm going to 50 years plus now. Which way are we? That's why Sonoko say, "Which way Nigeria?" My sister, I don't know what to say. Everything just falling upside down, and you keep increasing fuel. Buhari came in for 8 years. They increased fuel more than 5 times. Say it will be better. I spent 8 years left with tears. I cried. Tinubu came again. At least, even they want to remove fuel subsidy, there is no palliative, nothing on ground. You just remove it like that. Who is suffering it now? They say big men are the one buying fuel. Big men, they buy fuel. If you go outside now, how many big men do you see outside now? It's the poor people. It's a poor people that is buying the fuel. I ask you, how many big men cars you see outside now? Everywhere, scanting now. How many? Tell me, how many cars you see? PP cars. So big men can only survive, but poor men now, the little one we are gaining, nothing. So what I'm saying is too hard for us. Tinubu do not do well. I've said the truth. He don't do well. I was thinking, they say you did not win the election. And as you come in, what you're supposed to do, make this calm down so that people, even though you want to remove first subsidy, they will not say we not remove it. You remove it the first time, which is 500 and something, nobody talk. Now you now hammer them again to almost 700, see something. And everything is falling aside. I just tired. I don't know what to do because I will tell you lie. And everybody's having it. And the problem I have in Nigeria, as I said, Nigeria, we like suffering. We like suffering. Our second name after Nigeria, the other name is suffering. We like suffering. So I believe you that is watching me, please, if you're in that abroad, pray for us. Pray for Nigeria so that at least we know the next thing we do. So thank you very much.
All right. The Federation Account Allocation Committee shares 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion naira in external reserve. What's your comment?
Since they have been sharing money to local government, to state and federal government, I have not seen anyone. I always see it for paper. Whether they share 10 trillion, they don't share anything. No. The things still go back to government again. The money they share now, they say they want to help palliative. Now, some of them have gone for governors. Governor will cut inside. They will go to deputy governor. Deputy governor will cut inside. Go to speaker. Speaker will cut inside. Go to all this, to all the DG secretary, they will cut inside. You will not get anything. You can only hear for TV that the budget money to palliative and other things. See, let me tell you, Nigeria is corrupt. The Nigerian government is corrupt. You see, it just remains for us to be at least pursuing them up and down. There is nothing they can say today. I will say, yeah, there's going to benefit. There's no benefit for us. We are always just struggling. We struggle every day. There's no benefit. Let them share trillion. No benefit. That's why you see criminal outside. They are using cutlass now. They don't use gun anymore. Cutlass everywhere. Collecting cars. Are you getting me? Now, we are not safe. Auntie, how do you see they share money here? People here. You see, the worst thing is that thank God say everybody, both the Yoruba, Hausa, everybody is now shouting, Ele Ikoju, Ekwe Ishu one, Rice one. I bet sorry, those who understand Yoruba, that one, you know what I'm talking about. People are shouting. Everybody is poor in Nigeria, whether big man or big man. If you have money, they meet him. If you have money, you don't give the poor. You are a poor man. I get it. If you have money in your pocket, you are eating the low. It's wrong. God say, help the needy. So in Nigeria here, they are wicked. All these big men here in Nigeria here, they eat alone. They are wicked. I get it. So what I'm saying is that whether they bring trillion to share, we only hear it. We are not going to see anything. You see, I don't know what to say. If I say, okay, let's go act now. Let's go riot. Some people say, why you say riot? That's the only solution government here. That's the only thing government here. Strike. riot. That's the only thing government here. Like NSAS, you see how pastors came out, started begging young men. You don't do Otito, you don't do Apia, Odyssey. I get it. But at the end, when we start protesting now, Imam, pastor, they're not talking now. We are hungry now. They are not talking. But the time people came out and the youth start rioting everywhere, you will see American, British, Imam, pastor be telling us, okay, you don't do. Nigeria is angry. Nigeria is angry. But I know, say, you always, Nigeria, push them to war. They'll come back, push them to war. They don't react in time. No electricity now. When Tinubu just came in, there was electricity. And they say, everybody, we're having electricity now. Because simply they want to increase it. Nigeria said, no. Now, no light again now. I get me. What are we benefiting Nigeria now? What is our benefit? Benefit is suffering. No benefit. I don't know. Tinubu now came now. It's something to make poor men happy. You are making them sad again. Bulaba bulabo. Do you know the meaning of bulaba bulabo? Kilakba, kilase, kileri, kulori, everything. That's the meaning. I don't know whether you know. You be Yoruba. You know that. You don't know the meaning of bulabo bulaba. You don't know that sound. You don't understand. I said the body. Kilakba, kilesi, goria, gese, everything. I don't understand me. You don't understand that language. So what I'm saying, Tinubu, you are cutting our leg, cutting our head, cutting our hand. Bulaba bulabo. Please do something. You see, let me tell you something. I am not here. Start telling you 1960, 1970, 1980. 1960 has gone. I am telling you today, what is happening now. I am not going to tell you history of America, history. I don't need to know. You don't need history. Matthew have been talking history. What happened at the end? Ralph have been saying history. What happened at the end? Ojuku spent 9 years. Talk reality now. What did happen now? No food, no petrol, no transportation, no nothing. That's what's happening now. Tinubu. What do you mean of Tinubu? Why? Any person start with alphabet of B, they are bad people. B, Buhari, bad. Bola Tinubu, bad. No, this is not laughing matter. It's not laughing matter. Jonathan, Joy, that one, J for Yaradua, enjoy yourself, go boy. Obasanjo, that one, another one. But B, bad, Buhari, bad. Bola Tinubu, bad.
All right.
People are angry. Let me tell you, God will land on children of 10 years up to 100. Go Asoro, go and disturb Tinubu so that it's just correct. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky.
Good morning, Kufo.
Good morning, sir.
You don't give me enough time, and I find out that anytime I started lambasting federal government, we say, that's good. Raf, bye-bye till tomorrow. No, allow me to express myself. I'm supposed to vash out my anger on these people. Are you listening to me? You are working with times. That's why they said you should what? Cut into pieces all my time. You have been selecting my time and give it to others. So let me tell you, Kupo, what Lucky said is good. Lucky made points. Are you listening to me? Everybody now in Nigeria is angry. Everybody now in Nigeria is hunger. Because after COVID-19 came what? NSAS. After NSAS, catch crisis. By a level, after catch crisis, fuel increase. After fuel increase, what next again? Fuel prices. Food crisis. Food has gone high. Look at, let me just label it for you. See, after Buhari, what do we have again? Tinubu started fuel increase. Pump price is getting to 1,000 naira. Is that how a country should be? A producing country. Nigeria has been member of OPEC, has been a member in the 70s, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Country. Is this how fuel is being increased in the Middle East, where oil is flowing from down to Nigeria? How many times did Iraq increase fuel price, pump price? America even gasoline price. If we put 1 cent, now war. Tinubu has now come and made life miserable to people. Although he said it, I knew that you people did not vote for me. He made it clear. I knew that you people did not vote for me.
So that's why he turned his back on Nigerians. Are you listening to me? This is not how life should be. This is not how to welcome a new government. A new government, a new policy, good policies that will make people to say this man is good. Buhari is bad, but I still repeat that fact again. To Fiakwa, if I could make my life say Buhari regime is better than Tinubu regime, I won't say that. Because I said it yesterday, Buhari is the worst president ever ruled in the world as a man, a president elected. No president ever. Do your research. One, he doesn't know, he doesn't have good intonation. He talks no sense. That one no English. The thing where Buhari they talk na Fulani language. Two, he has no feeling. Buhari did not have any feeling about doing good to Nigerians. Three, Buhari allowed terrorism to proliferate. A profiteering venture in Nigeria, terrorism and banditry, brigandage. Yes, in Nigeria during his regime, it was a business in the north. It was a business in the middle belt. And it is still a business because Nigerian farmers in the mid belt are paying money to Malians as what? Tolls. When are we going to go farm? Next week. Next week. Okay, Malians will tell our farmers in the middle belt. Or your police and soldier know they do anything. We don't have soldier and police. Bandits has taken away how many communities in Niger State? It's still there. Not because as Bola made Tinubu come now, he turned his back. He doesn't know anything again. Now how to make his money, how to get all the money he spent during the election back, and he's getting it back. The money he has borrowed, $800 million. Where is the money? He will recover his money. Are you listening to me? So both Nick and Ali, every Ada, Obi, every Yinka, Emeka, every Garoba, Itoro, they are all benefiting from such illegitimate government now. You know what I mean by benefiting? We are benefiting one way or the other, either positive or negative, which of course I know is negative. You voted for APC. You say one buy fuel today, Kopo. If you go buy fuel, you will buy 600 liters, 700 naira per liter. Both Ada and Obi, both Yinka and Garuba, both APC members. Are they not going through hell now? I'm hearing from the horse's mouth. Oloriburukunya, Manunya, Oloribuku. I say, you voted, my friend. Stop calling Tinubu Oloribuku. Are you not part of APC? You want to tell us here that we are righteous or what? Are you more righteous than him? See, both people that beat Igbos, beat strangers during the election in Lagos, they are crying. That's very good. Sound them good. They use machete, pursue every Igbo, burn down their chops. He's biting hard. Everybody is buying from what? His anus. You that went to Low and burned down chop. Can you refill your tanks today? You are going on foot. You are walking all over Lagos on foot. You that went to Lodia Papa, went to Alaba, demolish Igbo's chop. Are you buying fuel 85 naira? Oh. See, you that come up with all manner of dangerous policies to torment the Igbos. You that beat and cut people, cutlasses with all manner of, stabbing people with all manner of clubs. In Ojodu, you beat Tobechuku. Tobechuku could not even leave the polling unit. He said, you people should kill me. You that was slapping and tore his membership, labor membership, everything, ID card. Oh, you are buying fuel, 700 liters. He wore a Roman software. He wore one bar, one so, one long. You go here, all of you. I'm not suffering now. One long, you go here, Wagba, Akpauyo, Loche, you go here.
All right.
Akpauyo, Loche.
Okay. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, has shared 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion in external reserve. What's your comment on that?
Repeat. Sorry for repeating.
All right. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, shares 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion naira in external reserve. What's your comment on that?
That's actually, you say shared. When they shared it, what did they share it for? Nothing. Nobody. I could not even catch up anything about this caption or headline. Let me tell you. During government expenditure in Nigeria, all the stakeholders, those people that call them the elites in Nigeria, what they after is to hear Mr. President how much is to be spent in a year so that they will have their own chunks. The money I'm talking about, they remove it from our federal, reserve, foreign reserve, right? And the chair quotes. They are not going to use it for everything. See, this big chunk of money withdrawing from federal account is for some persons that spent money to rig election in Nigeria to do what? To get money they have stolen or spent back. See, nothing about monetary expenditure, about annual expenditure has ever been effective on food stocks, economy, on the nation, on the citizens. No. We hear figures, trillion, we don't see it. Where is it? Nothing like infrastructure amenities, nothing like employment, nothing like industry, production industries. We have the money to turn Nigeria to what? African China. But our politicians are looters. They loot and loot and loot only for their families and children. This big figure you talk now, you are just reading from the paper. Man, we are just saying it. If he enters here, he goes out of this place. I mean the politicians. Read it to them. Don't you know that they read paper every morning? They have read paper before you and I here. What they are after is how much has he released? How much is what annual expenditure this year? Because they are going to share it among themselves. They don't channel it to development ventures. What they channel it, where? Into their personal accounts for their family member, wife, and even their generation next. Are you listening to me? Do you know how much Emefele buried inside his parlor? Many septic tanks, septic tanks across Lagos. Go there, stacked with dollars in pallets, bags. These are monkeys politicians. They reason like monkeys. They don't think like humans. They are all Homo sapiens. They've gone back to the stage of life when man was Homo sapiens in the world. When man reasons like chimp. Nigerian politicians are chimps, all of them. Gorilla. Or Bobo, and politician in Nigeria. Or they don't think like human being. But let me tell you, God will punish them, all of them. God will punish all of them. See, life is biting hard now on every Nigerian. And this is why I'm happy today is that not on us alone that knows what we did, where to do it good, where not to accept bad things. But it's biting hard on those olodos who think that when they force people from exercising their civil rights, that it is finished. How much have you been given? 25th February. 10 million, Abi. The 10 million never finished. See, March, April, May, June, July. 5 months, 10 million. 10 million could not see. They have benefited from these idiotic politicians. Those people that fought and poor people that went to vote. Do you think it's only Igbos that they fought against? I have an Ondo friend. They beat him at Okera there because he wanted to vote. Not only Igbos were beaten. Don't think say those Olodos beat only Igbos. They beat both Yoruba. They beat everybody. They beat Igbo. They beat Efik. Because what they were there is to monitor the polling unit for their what? Slave raiders. Their slave masters. And they succeeded during a governorship election because nobody want to go lose his life again. Though there are many people that received machete cuts. It was obvious that Gbadebo was rigged out. But let me tell you, Gbadebo is going to take it back at the court level. Come court me. Sanwo-Olu might like to fly like butterfly from here to south, everywhere.
Tony said you should stop complaining and go out and protest.
Tony, my own protest is enough here. I don't have any other avenue to protest. On this platform, I'm sending my protest to everybody. Everybody is watching me. Verbal protests, demonstrations, illustrations, and good narratives about how Nigeria anomalies, political anomalies should be corrected. So, they want me to carry knife along the street, they protest, to kill people. Tony Tone, come, my man, come and protest. Protest on the platform of Flip TV. Give Flip TV good contest. And in that contest, be so blunt and what? Truthful. Don't fear anybody. Be meticulous. Don't hide the truth. Tony Tone, if you know you want to protest. But anyway, that contribution is good. Keep on telling me, the right thing. Keep on attacking us. Keep on criticizing us. I love criticism. Thank you so much for your contribution, Tony Tone.
Thank you, Mr. Ra. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kofu.
You're welcome.
I don't know. This fuel subsidy had made Pastor Matt to become one of the people causing. Pastor Matthew is now also trying to cause anarchy in the land. And the president will soon arrest him very soon. Pardon me. Good morning to you, Madam Kofu.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Since the increase in the price of fuel to 617 naira per liter, residents desert roads in states. What's your comment on that?
That is the evidence of that's the policy of the federal government. Because most motorists, owners of car, will not have that purchasing power to fuel their vehicle. That is just the truth matter of it. You can see people that want to go out too will not have that power, that finance for them to go to to their various locations and destinations. Government have not seen the negative effects of this fuel subsidy removal. I believe if government is being sincere with people, for you to move fuel subsidy, first and foremost, you need to roll out buses. The bus will charge less compared to these ones, Korope and Co are charge. Because government need to make buses available at a very subsidized rate, whereby people will not feel the effect of this subsidy removal. We were here when we say government should not remove subsidy. Some persons were saying, some persons were countered us and said that some persons are gaining from this subsidy. Now, you see the multiple effects of this removal on the average man on the streets. Look at the street of Lagos. It is not empty. I'm even appealing to Mr. Abiodun Poluyi. If there's a way he can also give us palliative to cushion the effects of coming here every day too. Because it's not easy. Mr. Abiodun knows too. Thank God Mr. Abiodun is in the country. And then everyone is not feeling the heat. But please, I want to appeal to federal government. Anything that needs to be done, federal government needs to hasten this palliative effect, because it is really on a daily basis. It is really eating hard on Nigerians. It is really telling, on the basis of Nigerians. Now, for you to fuel your tank, now, for you to fill up your tank now, you need to have up close to like 32,000 naira. Now, for you to have a full tank, and now the minimum wage is 30,000 naira. So now the price of now fueling your tank is even above minimum wage. Now, government was so fast to remove subsidy, but now for them to roll out palliative to cushion the effect, now it's not dragging. Up to now, no, the federal government are not come out and say, okay, due to the hike in fuel in the PMS, for now there should be price control. Before you need to make all these things, government should roll out price control, so that inflation will not kill people. Before, our inflation was just a single digit, but now that there is a hike in the PMS price, inflation is 2 digits. Unemployment rate now has not triggered again. Cost of living has triggered. Nobody's addressing that issue. Yesterday, I got to the federal government said they discovered new natural resources. What's it called? Lithium. It is what they use in making laptop batteries and phone batteries. And they said a ton of lithium is being sold for $6,000. Now, federal government discovered that. I think it's in another state. Now, they now gave the license to Chinese people to start exploiting it. Whereby this should also be an avenue for government to make money and then better the life of every Nigerians. Not giving license to Chinese people to start tapping from these resources. It is just too bad. We have Nigerians. Nigeria is blessed with so many natural resources, but we have clueless leaders. We have leaders that don't have visions. We have leaders that are bent on making life miserable for Nigerians. We have leaders who are self-centered. We have leaders that don't care. Yesterday, the Federal Executive Council met yesterday. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, met with governors. They could not discuss when government is going out palliative. All what they could discuss is how they want to siphon money, how they want to make their own life better compared to us. So please, the government needs to come to our aid. And those of you that are saying we should go and protest, do you know how many protests we have been protesting in this country? During answers, majority of us came out. And then protested. So please, if you see us coming here every day, it's because we are protesting. Coming here every day, if not for the fact, you know that same on this platform, DSS are threatening some persons here. As he knows, police has told us not to come here again. But what? We see his sister said, see, our voice must be heard. So please, for those of us coming here every day, it's just a sign for us to pour out our mind that the government is not doing well. We've been here every day protesting. So the government need to listen to us. The government need to make life better for us. We don't have any country. Those of you who are saying Nigerians are lazy, if Nigeria is good, majority of you outside will not leave the shores of the country. For those of us that don't have that financial ability and then capacity to leave the country, we will always remain here and then speak to the government. We will tell them the truth that enough is enough. That's why I said yesterday, if government is not ready to fix our refinery, let government return back subsidy. Yes, because Kofo,
but there's nothing that goes up in this Nigeria that actually comes down.
It can come down. It can. That is why government, there is an agency that is called regulatory body, price control agency. Federal government have agency that is in charge of price control. Let them come out. I'm not anyone that sells above government price control. Let the market be seized. But those that the government is not willing to do that, they are bent on making us suffer. So that is it.
All right. House of Representatives rejects planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude account.
House of Rep, they are not serious. The tariff that has been increased since 1st of July. Now, they are now bringing out a bill to stop it. Where were they when 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 the energy sector increases tariff? This tariff was increased 4th of July. Nobody, no lawmaker said anything because the lawmakers they don't purchase power. They don't buy power. They don't buy power. So probably they don't know what they are facing. Had it been, they also purchase power. They will know that the tariff was increased 4th of July, not now. Now, the energy sector have not increased power. Now, the senators and other men are now proposing stupid bill that will not scale through. Yeah, SS Kudo account. If they should block SS Kudo account, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen because it is the lawmakers themselves that are benefiting from it. So, of what use? Probing it will not bring life, will not bring food to my table. Probing it will not make our road more table. The truth of the matter is that government should roll out palliative to cushion the effect of this hardship. A lot of bread now is now 700, 800 naira. A lot of bread. People can barely feed now. So government should roll out palliative. That is what I'm saying. Forget all this probing. Probing will not bring food on our table. Nigerians are not dying. Nigerians, look at the street of Lagos. Nobody again. Very soon now, we go hear say people don't die for the country. So please, let them address the issue of palliative. That is what I want.
President Tinubu create infrastructure support fund for states.
Say what?
President Tinubu create infrastructure support fund for states.
Create or we create? Which one?
Create.
Create when? Where is it? Because what I read yesterday was that they are proposing it to. I don't know if they're creating it. Support. Where is it? Let me have access to it. I am a vulnerable Nigerian. So if it's creative, if he has created it, that means he's giving it to those who are very close to him. Because as for me, I have not benefited anything. Anything.
You don't give an answer. You don't give an
Other headline.
All right.
Before I go.
Okay. Aviation fuel contamination raises air safety concern. What do you have to say about that?
Pressure to our go. There is pressure. You know, due to the new bomb price, the hike of the aviation fuel will always go up. And that is it. And thank God, say we during the board aeroplane. Now people with the board aeroplane in their face. And motor we the board. And even motor that we are boarding, it affect us. So please, President Tinubu, I'm appealing to you. Please do the needful and roll out palliative. And to my man, Mr. Dale, I see you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Since the increase in fuel price to 617 per litre, President Desat wrote in states. What's your comment on that?
Is that?
Since the increase in fuel to 617 naira per litre, as you know, President Desat wrote in states. Just like we see here too.
What do you expect from Nigerians? Everywhere is as scanty as anything. People are no more there. People are not happy. Yesterday, when we are going home, as I was going home, I think I was going home with Mr. Lucky and the Chigos here. So, when people were there buying fuel, and then mistakenly, there was a fight that burst out there. So what happened? Mr. Lucky was, I was very, very surprised. He was there just to create peace. When one of the Aboros hit him on the nail that, why are you not supporting What's his name? Our president, Tinubu. His phone, even to go, as God will have it, his phone break down on the floor. Are you getting it? The phone break down. But honestly speaking, can you see the phone? Somebody who is there to make peace. Are you getting me? Somebody who is just there to make peace. That is to tell you the level of unhappiness. People are no more happy. Nigerians are not happy. Okay, you are there. Look at, okay, can you turn your camera? Look at the street of Lagos. Look at the street of Lagos. Look at the street of Lagos. Nobody is happy anymore. Nobody is happy. Honestly speaking, what do you expect? Even you, Kofu, well, you know the one I saw 2 days ago trekking from one. You said you want to go to a particular place. You trek. Yes, I saw you. So and it's not way on a normal way supposed to trek. Even if it's not far, you see, honestly speaking, we do not expect anything from Nigerians. Every average Nigerians are no more happy. Why? Okay, fuel is 600 naira, and then we call ourselves an oil producing nation, oil producing country. We produce fuel in this country. Okay, we have so many refineries. Why not set up this refinery so that it will be working in accordance to the standard that to be giving us how many as in the barrel of fuel that we needed every day, but you have decided to shift the burden every day, we'll be suffering. Okay, I have a lot of individuals that I know that are drivers. Honestly speaking, today they have decided to park their cars because of fuel. Where will you even see the fuel? You are saying 600, they are saying 600. Fuel is so that they go to Mobil 750. It's not 600 naira. That should stop lying. The government of this Nigeria should stop lying. Nigerian, we are the ones that put most of them in there in one way or the other. Are you getting me? In one way or the other, we position most of them there. But why are they treating us as if we are slaves and nobody to them? Okay? I asked this question. A palliative was brought in. You ask yourself another question. Is the senators also among the poor masses in Nigeria? An average senators, members of House of Reps, goes home with not less than 30 million naira per month. Apart from wardrobe, or so many allowances that they gain. You ask yourself, what is the hope of a common man in Nigeria? There's no more hope. So you do not expect Lagos, if it go almost to the whole federation, Lagos is one of the most crowded states in Nigeria. But look at Lagos. I said, and I'll continue to say, you can even go to that middle of the road and you stand there for some seconds. There's no car passing. It's not supposed to be like that. So, and you know, your question, you ask what is the problem that the people are no more happy. You do not expect a hungry man to be happy. A hungry man should not be happy. You eat today, you don't even have a hope of eating tomorrow. Honestly speaking, we are suffering. There's no need coming to this place. This is where the whole world hears us. There's no need coming to this place. I start telling people the history, what happened in 1970, what is happening now. Most of the people that are hearing us from all over the world, different countries, they know all this. They know the history you give to them. The history you will be there to tell them. They have known it. They know it better than you. But what is happening now in our country? We are suffering. Honestly speaking, we are suffering. A country whereby people are suffering and smiling. What do you expect from such individuals? Turn your back now. Nobody is here today. Why? Because sometimes you look at yourself, even to trek from your house is a problem. You have not feed well. How will you trek?
All right. House of Representatives reject planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude account. What's your review on that?
One thing with these our senators and members of House of Reps, they will deviate from an important thing. They would leave what is as important as what they should fight for. They will leave it and they'll be doing another thing. Tariff. There's something I observe with these politicians. If they will not gain anything in sitting down as a sitting senators or members of House of Rep, they will not go for it. They know that by so doing, they will be able to come as and bring down the mind of Nigerians as if they are doing what is right. But this is not the problem at hand. Look at fuel, number one. Look at the price of food. Look at people are okay. Even if you decide to mention that they are trying to come in between the tariff in terms of lights, right, NEPA, right? How are you sure that you and I are going to be a beneficiary to those things? There should be something that should be more to what this government should be putting in place than all these things. Unemployment are there. I keep on lamenting on unemployment because when I am employed and you are employed, this person is employed, a lot of bad thoughts will go off my mind and your mind. But these people, they have made such money that even their next generation will never remain poor. But why? Sometimes you ask yourself, where is this wealth going to lead you to? You die today, you're not going to be buried in one of the best mansions in the world. Tariff or no tariff, they should come out with something and tell us something that is better because they are not even telling us the best thing that we should hear as Nigerians. Go and fight prices of goods. The prices of goods is not there. It's not fair. How much is most of the cup of garri? Ordinary garri that you can even go home. You leave this place. This is a program we are having here every morning. You leave this place. Maybe you have a cup of garri in your house. You go and drink. But how much do you think? Almost a lot of Nigerians don't even have 1 naira to buy a cup of garri. That is it. Whether you like, believe me or not, a lot of them doesn't have it. A lot of them are just living at the mercy that let me live today. I don't know what will happen next. Because of what? The politicians are so bad and evil that they don't even have time for you. What they are after is to enrich their next and upcoming generation. Tariff or no tariff, is that the problem in Nigeria? The problem is there. Go to market, open border, prices control prices of goods. Do not allow the movement of goods to be only on the hands of one personal individual. Because by so doing, you are trying to monopolize the prices of goods. I am the only one, for instance, that has been given the solid responsibility of bringing in rice to this country. What do you expect from me? I have every right to put in price the way I want. Open border so that a lot of people, jobless people, will even go. You find out that once this border is being opened, most of the people that are jobless will even go there and start making money. Aside from companies, aside from so many things, my own point is that I will always come to this place, tell the government that the youth are suffering, the youth are jobless. Because these are the people, these are the, a country whereby you cannot take care of your talented youth, even people that God has placed in your hands for you to rule and govern them. My brother, you are as bad as a dead man. You are as good as a dead man. Why not come out? Tell the whole world. A country, if you go to most of this Western world, most of these European countries, or all these developed countries, in a situation whereby the president or the Senate president or a member representing a particular constituency find out that he has failed the entire masses, he resign honorably. He will resign honorably so that prestige, that integrity will be there to be protected. But Nigerians are there very happy, Nigerian politicians are very proud. They cannot even resign. What they are after is, you see, I have observed something in this country. The best way to become a minister in this country is to go to prison. When you go to prison and come out, the next thing they'll start telling you, come, I'll give you one of the ministers. Check how many of them. These are thieves. Most of these, but how many of them? Rank them from A to Z, from the local government up to the upper level. Are you getting me? Most of them have stolen our money, and they have been to one prison or the other. Are you getting? Most of them are thieves. There is no fair. You steal somebody's money. Okay, you find out that when you turn your this thing, one. This is our money. Police escorting our thieves, escorting thieves to different places. But you and I, what is so you ask yourself, what is the hope of a common Nigerian? What is the hope of our upcoming youth? What is the hope of people that are still coming out? What will you tell children tomorrow that this is what you are unable to achieve something simply because it is not fair. They should have a rethink. Most of these people that are positioned in one way or the other, if you go to a Western world, once you have a scrap in your name, you resign honorably. You go in down. Look at, I should be, sorry, I should be off now. A man, one of the, for instance, I give you an example. Salisu was one of the Super Eagle assistant coach, and he was captured on camera collecting bribe for one of the players. Few years later, they banned him for 2 years. Do you know that before you know what is happening, they brought him back again as a home-based national team coach? Is it supposed to be like that? Where have you ever done? Our brothers in diaspora will bear me witness. In a situation like that, you resign honorably and leave us thieves.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You know, since the increase in the price of fuel, 217 per liter, residents the start roads in states. What's your view on that?
It's not unexpected. But again, I think for the first time, we have seen the government trying to make a good move. So it's yet to be seen whether they can follow it through to implement it. The good move is because if you look at the national economic, there's yes national economic meeting held in Abuja the other day. They inaugurated a subcommittee to go and look at how federal government could convert vehicles to run on CNGs. And if they're able to do that, for me, that will solve the problem of transportation hike occasioned by the subsidy removal. Because all the issue of whether you pay people whether you pay people money in the form of palliative or all that, for me, it is just cosmetic. It is cosmetic because if you target 6 months of cash transfer, what happened after the 6 months? Are you saying after the 6 months, you would have addressed the challenges that came with the subsidy removal? The only way you can be deemed to have addressed the challenges that came with the subsidy removal is to, one, start producing massively to export to earn foreign exchange. And two, because if you look at the government policy of floating the naira, is the one giving the economy more volatility than even the subsidy removal. But most Nigerians are not aware and are not having conversation on it. Because if you look at the that subcommittee that federal government formed at the level of National Economic Council, it has to do with looking for ways to cushion the effect of subsidy removal and unification of naira at the official window. What that is doing now is the spike in inflation in Nigeria that have risen to 22.7% is as a result of that naira that is floated at the official window. What it means is every product in Nigeria that depends on imported raw material is going to have increase. Because hitherto before now, those producers were importing with government regulated dollar rate of 400 and something naira to a dollar. But now they'll be made to be importing their raw materials with about 700 and something naira to a dollar. So it's not surprising when Bakers Association of Nigeria said their products going forward will be increased by 15%. So for me, I say for the first time, I've seen the government make a good move. But it's yet to be seen whether they were able to follow it through. But again, looking at the decision yesterday that the government is jettisoning the former national register that contain the vulnerable, and they may be synergizing with the states for the purpose of the cash transfer. I see it as a waste of effort. Because the governors are the major problem of all the major problem of this Nigeria. Because you ask yourself,
all the governors, without exception, are culpable in this regard. You go to Abuja through your respective accountant general of the federation, you collect your state allocation, collect what belongs to all the local government in your state, come back to your state. You will not give them what is due to them. And the constitution is unambiguous, very clear on that. That if you collect the allocation of the state, collect on behalf of the local governments in your state, there's a particular percentage from your internally generated revenue, your IGR, you add to it to give to the local government. But the reverse is the case. They go to Abuja, collect their own allocation, collect on behalf of the local government in their states, come back to the state, start reappropriating what originally had been appropriated to local government from Abuja. And you are telling us that you want to reach out to the vulnerable through these state governors. They will embezzle it.
All right. FAC shares 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion naira in external reserve. What's your review on that?
It is in that regard I was even talking now. That the state governors are the problem of Nigeria. How can you say, I think if there's any area Tinubu should have with power, I think it should be on the area to free local government from the strangulation of state governors. We already tried it, he couldn't. Because that financial autonomy, local governments need it. That joint account that the state operate with local government is killing the third tier of government, which is local government. So if you are sharing that money, the state governors will come back to the state and sit on local government fund. They will not give them what is due to them from Abuja. I think it is reasonable the world should know that from FAC, local government has specified what is due to local government, what accrues to the 774 local governments is determined from FAC, come through the state. But the state do not release it to them as being given to them from Abuja. So it makes nonsense of the whole revenue sharing formula if the purpose for which it's meant is not achieved because it's not reaching the third tier of government. It's another thing to deliberate our conversation about how the federal government and state government spend their own share of the money. But I'm particularly interested in the local government getting what is due to them. If the local government chairman start embezzling it, we can start having conversation on who is misappropriating it. Not that you seizing what belongs to another tier of government and reappropriating it. In the process of reappropriating it, you don't even give them all that is due to them. It's quite unfortunate.
Okay. House of Representatives rejects planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude accounts.
It's a good one. I have people on this platform query House of Rep. Because if you look at it, this is not a time to start unnecessary burden, to put unnecessary burden on Nigerians. As we speak, Nigeria is battling with the issue of subsidy on gasoline, premium motor spirit, that is fuel. At the same time, Nigeria is battling with the inflation that came out of the unification of Naira at the official window. So it's not the same time you should start tinkering with the idea of electricity tariff. But if you look at the reason that necessitated the move to increase the electricity tariff, it has to do with the unification of the Naira at the official window. Because at the time the discourse raised that issue, they cited the inflation. And inflation increase or rise is as a result of the train of Naira open at the official window. So I think at a time like this, what the government needed to do urgently is to urgently and heavily invest in diversification of the economy, particularly in agriculture, in solid mineral. Who say our stick cannot work? So that we can now start exporting and any more foreign exchange through other windows other than oil and gas. And I have a word for people who belong to the school of thought that say that when China needed to grow, that they devalue their naira, sorry, their currency. I begin to ask them, when China devalued their currency, China became a destination for production. They made their country, their economy attractive for production. That cannot be said of the Nigerian economy. So devaluing our currency currently is serving no good purpose because we are not producing, we are not attracting investors. Let me tell you something, Kofu. Look at the 800 million US dollar secured by Buhari's government to cushion the effect of subsidy removal. That money was worth about 400 billion naira before Buhari left office. As a result of government policy of throwing that window, official window of naira open and devalue naira, that money that was worth 400 billion before Buhari left office is now worth about 650 billion naira. That is how bad it is.
All right. APC chair, opposition mounts over consideration of Ganduje.
There are people I don't like discussing much because I know why they held sway as governor in their state. I was not comfortable with news that filter into the public space from their states. A state like Kano, a state like River State. Though I'm not pronouncing anybody guilty because I cannot consume myself into court and nobody have been indicted. But as a person, I don't have a choice as to what I discuss and somebody that is I like his approach to issues.
All right then. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
I'll be having Oluwawan now.
How are you, my baby girl?
Give down the language.
Morning. You see, Nigeria is no more a nation anymore. Nigeria now is only one nation. I own this country now. I want to remove Tinubu from that place. Tinubu failed the test. He's not capable of a president of Nigeria. He came as a Jagaba. Where is the Jagaba? When Nigeria is not going mystery, see the street now, just like June 12. You remember, okay, you were not born then. You were born then, but you never have that knowledge of what happened really then. It's like a June 12. Everybody just going his own way.
So you are not the owner of Nigeria?
I now owns Nigeria. We'll change the parliament. Because they're about fair the test, hopefully. He's a lost president. Lost president, no control. Now, where's the president now? Where's the head? No head, that the ship is just going anywhere and the wave blow him to. Autopilot, nobody's controlling the motherfucking shit anymore.
You know, since the increase in the price of oil to 617 naira per liter, President has deserted roads in states. What's your comment on that?
Nigeria is not deserted. Nigeria is now homeless home. Can you imagine? Nobody in the street, nobody in the road, nobody everywhere. Some people now sleep in the working place a week because they can go home. Because government for call your 0/100. Although now they collect now. Early mama although who say want to get 3 or 4. Although now, where's the governor? 0. Where's the minister? Not yet to be found. Where's the Senate? Confirmed 0. Where's the president? Hiding somewhere in Aso Rock. Where you are now here talking the reality, telling the whole world that Nigeria government is a systematic fraud. The fraud now, when you see the meaning of fraud, you can see what is happening in your face now. See everywhere now. Now the really suffering and smiling have come to rest upon us, but God will remove it from our head. Because God is above their system. God is above their plan. Their plan is they combine together to steal our blood. And God will never allow them to steal that blood. The very shit test now. Fuel 700 naira, some place 800, some place 900.
So what shall we do now?
See, we are waiting for them. January now is July, August, September. You will see what is going to happen. They should check their mind. Their mind is evil. They should enrich that evil, clean it, and put God's blood inside. And let Nigeria see the truth. Nigeria is suffering too much. The suffering is getting out of hand.
If there is to change, what shall we do?
We'll bombard them.
Seriously?
How you want
Mass protection. Now Nigeria, mother of all revolution. Now, Tinubu dey there. Now be the masterminder of all protesters. Now the planner. Now we go plan and against them. Tinubu be father of protester now. Now they organize all those propaganda against any city president. Now we are going to against him if you don't change the character and the system and the government system. The Jagaba, where is the Jagaba? He failed test. He's supposed to use Jagaba level and conquer those demons that is called Kaba. Now the demons are conquering him. He cannot conquer them. I can never even solve the massive situation. You and I suffering for nothing.
But someone say he has money.
He don't have money. He's a story man. Where's the money? When me and you are suffering, say you have money. Which money? Don't have shishi. And 419. All those ones now 419 talk. When you have money, Nigeria will be happy to say, Jagaba na really Jagaba. no matter the situation, we will see the feel the impact of Jagaba. But now we feel the worst part of Jagaba. The worst part of Jagaba, we are feeling it now.
So if you are to advise Jagaba now, what will be your
I will tell Jagaba, say, he failed the test woefully. He should go and change his character, change his thinking. Cannot just come and talk anyhow and let the talk anyhow be affecting the masses every day and every night.
So some people will tell you that before the election, it's not Nigeria that is going to subsidy.
That language failed the test. You want to catch chief, you use sense and catch chief. Me and be mafia. If I want catch opposition on my own side, I use my brain. Don't be saying I will just more like basket telling the whole world that I will remove this so something. Now they will not plan on the ground. See, they're planning on the ground now. It's working against his stock.
Okay, let's move on that. House of Representatives rejects planned electricity tariff hike to probe excess crude account.
They should reject it because Nigeria is tired. They should reject it. Fuel is there. Now electricity. Where are we going? How are we going to live? Are they going to slaughter us? I like them for that language, and they should do it, not just to speak it. Action is slaughtered as well. Let us action. We need action. We don't need story anymore. House of Rep today, Senate today. Let them do reality. Stop it and cancel it. Don't have any electricity anymore. We never survive petrol. We want to survive under electricity. They want to go perish Nigeria because Nigeria don't have anybody to rescue them.
Okay. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, has shared 907 billion naira, saves 1 trillion naira in external reserve. What's your review on that?
See, let me tell you one thing. All those stories we have been hearing of those stories. All those stories don't have any impact on you and I. You understand? If they have any impact on you and I, we will know the situation. All those ones, they are just promoting themselves. They are departments of criminals.
Okay. Oluwawan, tell me how this whole crowd is take this topic.
This way. And wicked suffering. You know me, wicked suffering. Suffering past suffering. Just the masses of God, that's why you will see me preaching. This morning I don't chop anything, but I just say, because I tell Nigeria, say, the present government, they fail woefully early moment. See people yakpa for Romero, the waka, suffering and smiling. Hungry. Where I can't go anywhere. Where will you see food?
What's your message to the
My message
government?
to the present government, especially Jagaban, I be the head of the department of this problem. Make a change the thinking. Make it sit down, organize in associate, organize them. Let them see Nigeria running around the street without nothing and plan a way for us. Positive way. The level now is negative. Make it positive for you and I to stay. You and I to live. We don't live anymore. We are suffering and smiling. It's getting out of hand. Nigeria is more than this kind of shit. This bullshit. The motherfucking bullshit from the Jagaba. A president highly respected. Now you came. You now mess up the fucking shit office. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Oluwawan. We've come to the end of today's program. It's still bystanders at the newsstand. My name is Kofowerola. It's Flip TV and Flip TV Plus. In case you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. Click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Flip TV and Flip TV Plus. Yeah, so it's Friday, and I say happy weekend to you all, our wonderful viewers. I thank everyone for joining in today's program. Thank you. In case you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Duro_Timike. Duro_Timike. You can also reach out to me on Facebook at DuroTimiOK. All right. I'll see you all next time. Bye.